Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond.
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
So with lockdown 2 coming to an end, we all need a bit of motivation come Wednesday. Wednesday, hopefully, should be back to the gym, back to pumps and iron. But there's one movie that I think always gives you the motivation, whether it be college, schooling, exams, sports. This movie to me always gives me a lot of motivation. I like to watch it even if I'm feeling ill, feeling a bit down. I like to put this movie on. It's just a bit of a pick-me-up. The movie is Coach Carter. Coach Carter starring Samuel L. Jackson, notable other stars, Channing Tatum and Ashanti. The movie is about basketball. I'm not a massive basketball fan. I'm not massively into basketball at all. I don't really watch any live basketball, American basketball, UK basketball. I'm not really into it at all. But for some reason, the movie, I love it. I can't get enough of it. There's something about the way that Coach Carter comes in and takes these bunch of kids who hang out on the streets, hang out in gangs. They're a terrible basketball team. They've got skills, but they don't work together as a team. But he comes in and he gets them better in the schooling, better in the sport, better playing basketball, better in their lives. He changes everything around for these teenagers.
If you need to know my credentials, as Coach White said, they're on the wall, they're behind you. Secondly, if basketball practice starts at 3.
The story is basically about Coach Carter goes back to his old high school to watch his son play basketball. His son's playing for a different team. His son goes to a different school. But he goes back. His name's up on the boards there. And they're looking for a new coach. And they decide to give the job to Carter. Carter goes back. He sees that these kids, they've really got nothing going for them. They've got bad home lives. They come to school. They're getting into trouble. They're not sticking into work. And he sets down a set of rules that this is the only way you're going to play for my team. You're going to sit in the front of your class. You're going to wear a suit on game day. Your grade points, I think it has to be above a 2.5. I'm not sure about American grades as I'm from the UK, so I think that's changed since I was at school, to be fair. But Coach Carter, for me, I'll put this on. I'm going to watch it before I go to the gym, hopefully on Wednesday, lockdown 2 ending. And watch this and get a bit of motivation. Because Coach Carter comes in and he knows that all these kids, they can play a ball, but they're unfit. So he says, all I want you guys to do is run. And they're just running backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. When it comes to the game time, they run the other teams into the ground.
Our time on 3. 1, 2, 3. Our time.
It's an absolute brilliant story. It does go into each player's little life on the side. Gives you all sort of like a backstory to each one of the players.
You think you've run from me before? I come to your rooms to celebrate with you, and you sneak. I end up taking a road trip to the suburbs, where I find my drunk-ass point guard on top of Daddy's little princess.
Most coaches, they would want just their team to win, to do well. But in this, they're winning, they go on a massive winning streak. But because they're all far behind on the studies, he locks the gym. And the whole town's going off at saying like they're winning, they're going to go far. But he says education comes first. I wish I'd seen something like this when I was at school. Give me a bit of a kick up the backside. Maybe I wouldn't have been stuck in a couple of dead-end jobs in the early 20s. But this movie, Coach Carter, it begins on the street, it ends here. The synopsis reads, based on the incredible true story, Coach Carter is an inspirational account of controversial basketball coach Ken Carter, who received both high praise and staunch criticism when he made national news for a gymnasium lockout, of which his entire undefeated team of poor academic performance. With the players, parents and the community rallying to get the team back on the court, Carter must overcome the obstacles of his environment and show the young men a future that stretches beyond gangs, drugs, prison and even basketball.
Richmond is going to riot if you forfeit that game.
Saturday is a long way off. See what happens.
There is a little speech in this that sort of sticks out from the movie. If you watch any motivational videos on YouTube, you'll hear this speech in it, and it's from this movie. I don't know the whole speech, but it kind of goes, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And something like that, it's always stuck in my mind. And I remember when I went back to college when I was like 30-year-old, doing mechanical engineering, I just used to use that speech just and get through it all, you know. It was good. Movies like this are definitely a motivational. Maybe just leave it for January when you come out of Christmas or something like that. But if you're ever feeling down, you don't need to like basketball to watch this movie. Like I say, I'm not into basketball at all, but I love this movie. This movie is probably one of my top 10 movies of all time. I can't rate this movie highly enough. Samuel L. Jackson, absolutely outstanding in this movie. You've got Channing Tatum, he's excellent in this movie as well. All the other basketball players, they're all brilliant in this movie. It's an amazing story. It's a true story. So definitely give this one a watch. I'm Mark, and this is For the Love of Movies. Thanks very much, and goodbye. I just want to say a big thank you for a shout out I got on another YouTuber's channel, which was Art with Horror. I was amazed when I got a shout out. Just thank you very much for watching my videos. And I've got to say, I'll leave his link down in the description because you should definitely go and check out his channel. It's Art with Horror. He's just done 31 days of horror going through October. That's how I kind of found his channel. Because I was looking at horror reviews and I came across his. I've watched all of them and they're all brilliant. He's a really nice guy. And what's really good about his channel is he just invites you back in to watch another video all the time. So you enjoy each and every video that he makes. And you know that the next video is going to be another great video. So I'll leave his link down in the description. A big shout out to Art with Horror. And thank you very much.
Like an angel on your shoulder. And if you ever get hurt and you feel that you're going down, this little angel is going to whisper in your ear. He's going to say, "Get up, you son of a bitch! Because Mickey loves you."